Welcome to Something to Think About, Cliches and Other Words to the Wise, the podcast where we break down the familiar to uncover the extraordinary and sometimes funny truths behind the phrases we hear and say all the time, often without thinking. We're decoding these cliches and unpacking the wisdom tucked into the phrases we've heard hundreds of times, but rarely pause to think about. I'm your host, Harold Cooper. Today we're uncovering why we say break a leg. I'm glad you're here. Why do we say break a leg? It's one of those expressions we toss out before a big performance, a job interview, or any moment that calls for a little bit of luck. But why are we wishing someone harm? Let's start with the obvious. It's not literal. No one actually wants you to snap a femur before stepping on stage. Break a leg is a classic example of theatrical superstition. In the world of performance, saying good luck is considered, bad luck. So instead, actors flipped the script and started saying the opposite. Break a leg. It's kind of a reverse charm. There are a few theories about where it came from. One theory is it refers to breaking the leg line, the edge of the stage. If you broke that line, it meant you got to perform. So in a sense, break a leg was a wish for success. Another theory ties it to the curtain call. After a great performance, actors bow or curtsy, literally bending the leg. So breaking a leg might mean you did well enough to earn applause. And then there's a poetic version. In Shakespearean times, it may have been a metaphor for giving such a passionate performance that you collapse from sheer effort. What is really interesting is how this phrase has escaped the theater and entered everyday life. We say it before sports games, presentations, even first dates. It has become a quirky, ironic way to say, I hope you succeed. So next time someone tells you break a leg, take it as a compliment. They're rooting for you in the most theatrical possible way. My closing thoughts. When we say break a leg, we're doing more than tossing out a quirky phrase. We're offering support in disguise. It's a way of saying, I see you, I believe in you. Go out there and shine. And maybe that's the beauty of it. It's playful, a little mysterious, but deeply rooted in encouragement. It reminds us that support doesn't always have to be loud or elaborate. Sometimes it's just a few words that carry tradition, care, and confidence. So whether someone's stepping on stage into a big meeting or just facing the moment that matters, break a leg is our way of standing beside them, even if we're not in the spotlight ourselves. Because cheering someone on, even in code, is something worth doing. And that is something to think about. Thanks for listening to Something to Think About. If this episode made you smile or gave you a new perspective, consider sharing it with a friend. And remember, words carry stories. Sometimes all it takes is a closer look.